Hello my dear students, today I am going to discuss the second topic, that is the rural development. In this topic you will learn the sources of rural credit. We have already discussed why the rural credit is essential and why the rural development is most important. I have already cleared. Is it clear? So here we will discuss about the rural credit. So first, that is the there are sources of rural credits. It is divided into two parts. One is known as the non-institutional, that is known as informal sector, and other is known as institutional, that is known as formal sector. So non-institutional contains money lenders, traders and commission agent, landlords, relatives. So these are available in the same village, okay, and it is also known as traditional source of rural credit in India. Before independence, there was no formal sectors and somewhere it was available, but it was not accessible for the farmers. So our farmers used to take loans from informal sectors, that is known as money lenders, traders, commission agent, landlords and relatives. If we discuss about the data of 1951-52, we find that more than 94% rural credit was dependent on money lenders. But there are some drawbacks in case of money lenders. So what are the drawbacks? They charge high interest rate. Sometimes they manipulate their account, and sometimes if the borrower is failure, okay, to make repayment of loans, the money lenders acquired their lands. So in this way, due to the development of money lenders, our farmers' conditions became miserable. Is it clear? Now, the second source in case of traditional sources, that was the traders and commission agents. So here that is the name. It is a group of people which provides the loans at a particular commission. So they also charge high interest rate. Point number one. Sometimes these traders compelled the farmers to sell their crops at a low rate. So as we know that when the production takes place in the agriculture, what happens? There is flood of crops. As a result, at that time the price is very low. And at the same times, these traders, because they were also used these crops either for sale or purchase, so they always forced the farmers to sell their crops at a low cost so that in future they can earn maximum profit. Clear? Now next was the landlords. So in the at the time of independence, there were so many landlords. They also provides the rural credits, but the drawback was that the same thing, they charge high interest, and sometimes they also manipulates the accounts. So in this way we find that either the money lender or the traders and commission agent or the landlords, everyone was trying to exploit the farmers. Is it clear? So in every points I have mentioned high interest rate, high interest rate, high interest rate. So if the interest rate will be high, what will happen? The people will unable to, the farmers will unable to make their principal amount and they will come under the debt trap. Here they manipulates, means money lenders manipulated the account, and landlords also manipulates the accounts or manipulated the accounts. Only only one group of people who was ready to sell the farmers, and that was the relatives. Okay, so these relatives never charged interest, but they have also the requirement of money, so they also compelled for the recovery of loans on time. So whatever the time is determined between them. So in this way we find that non-institutional sector or informal sector was working in the rural areas. Now come to the institutional form or formal sector. So this is the most important, that is the Cooperative Society, which was established in the year 1904. The main aim of Cooperative Society was to make free farmer from money lenders. The main aim of the Cooperative Society was to make free from the farmers from money lenders. Second, Cooperative Society provides the loans or advances the loans at low interest rate. Okay. Third, its main aim was to spread the credit facilities all over the country. Okay. So from every areas the money lender may be removed. Second, after some times another bank was developed for the development of rural credit, that was the land development banks. So its main work was to provide long-term credit, whereas Cooperative Credit Society was providing short-term loans. So I must mention here, that is the short-term loans. Okay, whereas land development bank was providing the long-term credit for productive purpose. This is the most important. These banks were opened for long-term loans, and its aim was productive purpose, to give the loans for productive purpose, such as agricultural inputs, permanent construction in land reforms, to purchase the new technology, pump set, tube wells, and tractors, and so on. Next is the commercial bank credit. So what is the commercial bank? As we know that in the year 1969, Mrs. Indira Gandhi first of all nationalized all the commercial bank, okay, and from that time it is considered as the bank of governments. So it also indirectly helped the farmers. A number of commercial banks branch were opened in the rural areas, and the farmers started to take loans from the commercial bank. Second was to indirectly help the farmers through their own agent or in the form of agents. Clear? But its contribution still it is less in compared to land reform, land development banks and regional rural banks. However, it also helps to provide the rural credits to the farmers. Now come to the regional rural banks. So here the term is used, regional means it is not available in all parts. This bank was opened only where there was no bank. Okay, so if there is no bank, how the farmers will get the credit? They will get the credit through the informal sectors, but the government decided to remove the informal sectors. As a result, the regional rural bank was opened, and basically its branch were opened where there was no bank. The main purpose of this bank was to provide the credit marginal and small farmers. We know that who are the marginal farmers and who is the small farmer. So marginal farmer is the poorest farmer, you can say, in compared to small farmers. Now next come to the self-help group. So in a standard 10 we have already discussed that in every village some of the women makes a particular group, and according to their income, according to their saving, they deposits their money. After a long period of time they deposits that amount in the bank, and the bank also provides the loans to the members. If the members gives them permission, here the rate of interest is very charged, no one is ready to campaign for the recovery of loans. So overall we can say the main aim of self-help group was the empowerment of women in the rural areas. Empowerment of women in rural areas. So in this way, it also helped the women for different kinds of works. These borrowings are mainly used for productive purpose. Sometimes it is also used for non-productive purpose because that amount was saved by them. Now next is the NABARD. This is the most important, NABARD. Okay, so here I have taken the abbreviation NABARD. NABARD means National Bank for Agricultural Rural Development. National Bank for Agricultural Rural Development. Okay, it was established in the year 1982. Okay, it was established in the year 1982. The main aim of this bank was to provide the financial status either to the cooperative societies, next land development bank, next regional rural banks. The main aim was that, because sometimes these banks faces the crisis of liquidity. So if a question comes, write a short note on NABARD, what you will write? So first of all we will write NABARD was established in the year 1982. It is an apex body to coordinate the activities of all institutions such as land development bank, regional rural banks, cooperative societies and so on. Its main functions are, point number 1 you will write, it acts as an apex agency for institutions which advance credit in the rural areas. This is the first point. So advanced credit in the rural areas. Second, it also promotes the strength of the credit institutions in credit delivery system. For example, commercial bank, cooperative banks and regional rural bank. Now come to it also provides assistance to the non-farm sectors also. So non-farm sectors, that is the dairy farm, next horticultures and others. Next, to control and evaluate the project financed by it. It also works as a supervisors because it always evaluate the projects. Next we can say it coordinates the functioning of different financial institutions involved in advancing the rural credit. So in this way we find that there are a number of important functions of NABARD and it is being fulfilled by them. Okay. Now come to the next, that is the agricultural marketing. Now